are two fun guys.
Hello everybody and welcome. We are two fun guys. I'm Josh.
And I'm Kevin. Here we are deep in the West Virginia outback. Okay, not so deep. But we're outdoors. We're going to show you how to do a basic hammock setup today. So we decided to get outside.
Nice weather.
Sunlight's good. We're still in the shade, but we should be able to shoot you a nice clear video.
Yep. So without further ado,
here it is.
start to unpack.
Alright, what I'm going to do is we're going to put up this jungle hammock, and I'm going to use a Whoopie Sling setup, and I'll show you what those are as we go along. One of the basics that I like to keep in mind whenever I'm packing my hammock is I always pack it from the center and pull the ends together as they pack in the bag. That way I can set up one side while keeping it in the bag, keeping it clean. Alright, first I'm going to start with my tree ropes. These are just paracord, and all they are is just to wrap around the tree to attach the Whoopie Slings to. And I'm going to take 2 pieces of wood. These are about the diameter of my finger. They don't have to be big, and I'll show you how to do a marlin hitch. I've already put a loop on the end. I'm just letting that hang right here on the tree. All you got to do for a marlin hitch is I flip my hand under, roll it up, make a loop, pull this side through. I'll do that again for you just so you can see. I just take and pull it, make a loop, and pull this side through. Then I just slip the stick in there. Alright, what this does is that puts the weight on the knot, not the stick, okay? Alright. Now I'm going to go do the same thing on this other tree. I've already pre-picked out these trees, and by pre-picking them out, I've already measured them off. General rule, to hang a hammock, you want at least 15, I say feet. I use shoe lengths, my big clod hoppers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. At least 15 for a comfortable hang. Alright. Look around the tree again, through the loop. This one's actually nice because there's a limb there to help kind of support some of the weight. Once again, just do my loop over, pull my cord through, put my stick right there. It doesn't have to be a huge stick. It can actually be a pencil. A lot of people won't trust a pencil because most folks don't understand it's the knot supporting the weight, not the wood. Alright, now we're going to do the actual hang. And I'm tied to a tree, and now I'm not. Alright, as I've said, I keep my hammock stuffed in from the middle so that I can actually work while it's still in the bag and stay clean. Alright. Just because this tree is about the same diameter all the way down, I'm actually going to go around the tree twice. Usually if you get a tree, it's narrower up top than it is at the bottom. If you get one that's pretty much the same diameter all the way down, go around the tree twice. That way it doesn't slide while you're using it. Alright. Whoopie Sling. This Dyneema cord is about 1,500 pounds of strength. All I do is slip it over right here. Let that one hang. I'll walk across, and as I walk, I'm slowly pulling my hammock out. That way I can keep it clean. and I'm just putting the whoopie sling over the piece of wood. Alright, now if you've never used a whoopie sling, it's a beautiful system. This little tab right here is actually this cord ran back through here. So you take and just slide it through, taking the tension out. Alright. Take through, sliding the tension out. I like my hammock about chest high when I first start. Alright, so chest high. The reason it's chest high is because when you put weight in it, it stretches downward. A little more. A little more. You see, I just tighten these. I don't have to do anything once I tighten them. Alright, chest height. Nice hang. Alright, if you notice, this end's actually slightly higher than this end. This is going to be my foot end. Okay? I put my zipper on this side, so we'll have to shoot from the opposite side to show getting in this thing. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and get my bungee and we'll get the netting set up. Right now, I'm going to take the bungee. We're going to set the netting up. All I do is basically toss it across the top so that it's resting on this right here, and I pull about half my tension out. Now I get it about even. Whoop-ah! First side. Going through the netting. Josh might fast forward through this or not. I don't know how he's going to do it. And then pull me some more slack on here. Alright. And while I'm here, I'll go ahead and run through the other side of the netting. You see I put a loop in this end right here. Check my tension. Doesn't have to be super tight. And I'm just lashing this off right here. You don't have to tie any super knots in it. All you want to do is just stay in place. Alright. You don't want these so tight that they won't bend. You want it to bend. You want it to stretch when you get in your hammock. And I'll show you some quick tips that you'll need to know if you've never used a hammock before. 99% of the hammocks come with a double zipper. That way, no matter which way you lay your head, you can always get out of your bag. I always tell everybody, if you have your zippers here, don't just unzip half of it to get in, because then you're just putting a lot of extra tension on these zippers that aren't necessary. Unzip all the way to the end, unzip all the way to the other end. Make sure I don't have anything sharp in my pockets, like cell phones and whatnot. And then when you get in your hammock, which I'll do shortly, it'll open out. I'm going to show you another quick tip. For those of y'all that feel a little claustrophobic in a hammock, just get you a couple of limbs, about 1.5 feet long. Take your knife, just do a little split on each end. Let's see. Let me find a good spot. So I can do this without.
He might pull an Appalachian Andrew.
I'm not gonna. Well, I ain't gonna jinx myself by saying I'm not doing it, but I have to get the knottiest piece of wood I can find. Let me chop this off right here. Benchmade Loco 808. Alright, I like to try and keep my splits semi-symmetrical. Alright, so that one's ready. And if you do this with green wood, you don't have near as much problem. Because green wood splits a lot easier than the dry wood. I'll chop this one off. Now, got a little bit more surface I can work with. Just do a little simple split right there. Nothing major. Alright. I'll come here. Simply slip the bungee in between these. Now, when you're laying in your hammock, these actually hold it open. Alright. I'm gonna get in this hammock. I know what you're thinking. I hope it falls with Kevin in it. I don't think it will. But just in case. Josh, put these in your pocket. I don't want to fall on my phone. Alright. Put this in your pocket. I don't want to fall on that either. So, like I said, the high end is the foot end, and the low end is the head end. I always start out with them about chest high. Press down, and get your butt in it. And just because this is Josh's new hammock,
he takes his shoes off before he comes into my home.
keeps the bugs out. Alright, so now we're going to zip it up half and half. And make sure the bag's out. That's how you set up a hammock. Now I'm still laying straight in it and feeling like a burrito. Take my hat off. Actually, if you lay crossways like this, it really opens up the canopy and it's quite comfortable. And if you've never slept in a hammock, as long as you're warm, it'll be the best night's sleep you've ever had. I will never ground camp again if I don't have to.
I'm going to roll it just in case something happens.
What?
I'm going to roll it just in case something happens.
I'm going to roll it just in case your fat ass falls out and hits the floor. I want to make sure I got it on camera.
Yes, it'd be included in the outtakes.
Hang on, I'm losing my fishing line out of my hat. Can't be doing that. It's not always smart to put shoes right there because I usually just roll over, unzip, and piss out the side of the hammock. So don't piss in your shoe. Alright. Now that you've seen the hammock setup, alright, we're going to set up an Eno housefly, one of my favorite tarps, and I'll show you why as we go along. These I usually strip it out and hang it across. Always take your bag, keep it where you can find it, you don't lose it. Because they're so light they will get blown away. Alright. Make sure I get all my ropes tied in knots. And try and keep all your cords from tangling up. Usually what I do, I like to try and keep my tarp clean. So I open it up across my hammock. Find my ridge line. Tell everybody, shiny side up. Almost had it. Find my center line on my tarp, which is here. These are the cam jams. I put these on all the lines on my tarp because it just makes for a quicker, easier setup. I'll show you one. Run this one around and just kind of clip it on itself for the time being. Find the other end. Get all my ropes over. Put my cam jam on here. So now, cam jams are not very expensive, maybe $2 or $3 a set. All you need is three pair, but you can pull your tension out and just simply pull it down in that little cam and hang on. Come on, Kelly. Alright, now flip it on my loop, pull my tension out, and you'll watch here, it seats in that cam. Once it seats, it doesn't loosen back up unless I come pull it out of the cam. And I do the same on the other end. And I have this one just about perfect. Alright, I will have to adjust it slightly because here's the end of my hammock and I actually want it past my hammock. So I'm going to do that real quick. Alright, so I took my tension out and I adjusted it so that now my hammock is here, it's here, and this hangs a little further this way. Now usually I'm camping in a heavier wooded area, so I don't often carry tent pegs, which you can do that if you want to. And simply drop your cam jam over the tent peg, set it where you want it, pull the tension out. Alright? And that puts tension on your tarp. Alright? Just rolling my doors back. Alright, since I don't usually carry tent stakes or tarp stakes or anything like that with me out in the woods, if anything I'd make one out of wood. However, if you're in a fairly wooded area, you probably don't need stakes. So I'm going to slip behind this real quick tie down the other two sides. It'll only take just a second, and then I'll show you how I do this side. The other side I'm going to keep draped down at a sharp angle. The other side I'm going to have porch style. Alright, so the back side's a sharp angle. This side I'm going to do at a higher angle. Porch style. Just in case you can't see, this bush has a ton of stickers on it that are about 2 inches long. And I'm trying to save what little eyesight I have left for old age so I can go to the strip bars. Alright.
That's where you picked up Mr. Fing.
Yeah. Alright, so just going to do a quick loop in my line. Give me an anchor point with that cam jam. Pull it. Clip it. Tighten it down. And bang. Oh. Didn't tighten this one. There's where the problem lies, right there, kids. So I just put a small loop here. Put my cam jam on it. Come on, cam jam. Alright. And then tighten it with the cam jam. Now, nice porch setup. If necessary, you know, the back side, rain's going to run off. The front side, it's going to wind up pooling right here if it starts raining. So what I would do, if it starts raining, I'm just going to run over here, grab my cam jam, drop it down, if I have to, tie another loop, turn this around, and anchor it, and just tighten my cam jam down again. Same with this one. Unloop it. This one I can actually probably just move down slightly, or I can even change trees if I need to. And so now, if you look, nice angle. Rain's going to run off. Still nice and dry up under here. Worst comes to worst, and a huge storm comes through, we're going to drop the sides all the way down, close the doors on the end. Probably going to be a lot of editing.